Here, let us see some more good questions on ionic equilibrium. Now, here we go. The question says calcium lactate is a salt of a weak organic acid, lactic acid of course, and strong base represented as this. So, if you can see that calcium lactate is a strong base and a weak acid salt, and it dissociates into calcium 2 plus and twice lactate ions. A saturated solution of calcium lactate consists of 0.6 mole in 2 liter, which means the concentration of this would be 0.6 by 2, which is 0.3 molar. And they have said that the pOH of the solution is 5.6. So if the pOH of solution is 5.6, we can as well find pH by subtracting from 14. So the pH of the solution is 8.4. And they also mention that it is 90% dissociated. The salt is 90% dissociated, which means it would be a case of a salt hydrolysis, right, arising from 90% dissociation of calcium lactate salt. Okay, so if we have to see how much is the lactate salt LAC, which is represented by this LAC minus, so that is twice C alpha, where C is the concentration, which we have found to be 0.3, alpha is given as 90%, which means 0.9. So the lactate ion concentration will be twice C alpha, that is 0.54 molar, and pH is given. So we can apply the formula for salt hydrolysis of strong base and weak acid, which is pH is equal to 1 by 2 pKw plus pKa plus log salt. The amount which is dissociated is what is hydrolyzed. So putting pH is 8.4, 1 by 2 pKw is 14, pKa is what we need to find, and log 0.4. If we rearrange, answer comes out to be 2.8 minus log 0.54. So we can see very clearly that for this question, answer is A. Right? So we need to understand over here that it's a case of a salt hydrolysis. It's a saturated solution in calcium lactate and 90% dissociated. So the 90% which is dissociated is what is hydrolyzed. So we'll have to apply the salt hydrolysis formula for that 90% which is dissociated. Okay. Next. Question number 10. What is the concentration of acetic acid in a solution prepared by dissolving 0.01 mole of ammonium acetate in 1 liter of water? So ammonium acetate is a salt of weak acid and weak base. Let us say the initial concentration was C. Out of that, C into 1 minus alpha is what got hydrolyzed. It reacted with water to form acetic acid and NH4OH. So C alpha concentration for both of them. Right? So we can see that it's a case of a salt hydrolysis, and we have to find what is the concentration of acid, which is C alpha. What is this reaction? It's a salt hydrolysis. For a salt of weak acid and weak base, formula is KH is equal to KW upon Ka into Kb. Now we can see from here that the value, which is Kw is 10 raised to power minus 14 upon this is 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 5 whole square, that is not negligible. Therefore we cannot assume Kh is equal to just alpha square. So we'll have to actually solve the entire quadratic expression. So we have what? This will be Kh, which is Kw upon Ka is equal to alpha square upon 1 minus alpha square. If you do alpha square only, then there would be a difference in the answer, right? Because this Kh value is not negligible, right? So on solving, we get alpha as 5.55 into 10 raised to power minus 3. And if we were to find what is the concentration of acetic acid, that is actually C alpha. So concentration 0.01 molar. Why? Because it is 0.01 mole in 1 liter into alpha, which is there. So answer comes out to be 5.55 into 10 raised to power minus 5. For this question, answer would be A. Next, question number 11. It says Ka for reaction. Now this is hydrolysis of a ferric salt. So is given. So for this reaction, Fe3 plus reacting with water, giving us FeOH twice, and H3O plus. Ka is given and that value is 6.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3. We have to find what is the maximum pH value which can be used so that at least 80% of total iron in dilute solution exists as Fe3 plus. Now understand over here, if we started with 1 mole of Fe3 plus, then 0.8 would remain as Fe3 plus, only 0.2 would get hydrolyzed. So we can see over here that the concentration of H3O plus arising from here is 0.2, which is quite large, right? So what we do, and it is said over here that Ka for the reaction is given to us. So we'll have to apply the formula for Ka over here, which is ionic product of product over reactants. So if we put the value, right, we get H3O plus ion as concentration as this 2.6 into 10 raised to power minus 2, right? And if we take negative log, it becomes 2 minus log 2.6, which is 1.59. Understand, from water dissociation, right, the H plus which comes is quite negligible. It is of the order of 10 raised to power minus 7. Therefore in our calculation we have neglected H plus arising from here. Hence for this question we can see that answer comes out to be 1.59, which is option number D. Next, question number 12. It's a good question. It says FeOH twice is a dibasic acid. So if it's a dibasic acid, it is going to dissociate in two stages. This is the first stage dissociation represented as Kb1, and this is the second stage dissociation represented as Kb2. But then the question starts with a soluble salt of iron. Nitrate, iron, ferrous nitrate is a soluble salt. It will dissolve to give us what? To give us 0.1 molar Fe2 plus and 0.2 molar nitrate ions instantaneously. Out of that, nitrate ion will not get hydrolyzed because these are the components of strong electrolyte. So it's only the iron part Fe2 plus which is going to get interacting with the water. It is hydrolyzed with water. Fe2O plus H2O gives us this, right? And in second stage, FeOH plus will again be hydrolyzed to give us this. So if the concentration is C is 0.1 over here. If in the first stage dissociation or hydrolysis extent is X, so it is X coming from the first one. However, this X is dissociated by Y for the second reaction. It is hydrolyzed Y. So the net of FeOH plus which is left is X formed from the first reaction and Y dissociated or hydrolyzed in the second reaction. So net effect at equilibrium is X minus Y. FeOH twice is what we have to find will be Y, and H plus concentration arising from first and second, so it has to be X plus Y. Now if you see the second expression, it is a salt hydrolysis, right? Salt hydrolysis for weak base, right? For weak base and strong acid. So if we have to write hydrolysis constant, that will be Kw upon Kb. Now understand, would that be Kb1 or Kb2? If you analyze the reaction Fe in a reverse way, FeOH twice, that comes in first reaction. So it has to be Kw upon Kb1, right? And now this is a hydrolysis reaction which I write as Kw upon Kb1 is equal to, this is concentration of FeOH twice which is Y, H plus is X plus Y upon FeOH twice is X minus Y. Since Y is very much less than X, so X plus Y or X minus Y, they both can be written as X and therefore they can be cancelled. So what we get is Y, that is 10 raised to power minus 10 as per the data given. And if you remember, this is what we had to find because Y is nothing but the concentration of ferric hydroxide which is present, right? Hence for this question we can say that answer is C.